go, team. Let's go.
I think we're good. Now,
so you guys are definitely signed up for prom, right?
yeah, for you?
Why not? Because I emailed Mackenzie and said, "What's the situation here?"
What'd she say? Like who's like situation?
I'm like, who are all the
right
folks going? And so far, she's been coy. So then I was like, well, I know these people are all signed up. Okay, so we're back at the Icon Center. It's 5:32 p.m. There are 25 minutes on the clock. We are playing the Great Lakes. Earlier today, I talked with some of the parents from the Great Lakes. This is a team that is made up of a bunch of kids from around Wisconsin. Some from Eau Claire, some from Green Bay, some from Madison and other places. They only play together in tournaments because they all separately train elsewhere. We should consider ourselves lucky in Minnesota that we have association hockey because these girls are continuing to play but doing it the hard way instead of living in Minnesota. I think this morning it was a 4-5 heartbreaker for them. They lost 4-5 to the North Dakota team. It was a close game and there were tons of penalties called. So I think we can expect a physical game from the Great Lakes team. And as they play together more and more often, I think they'll play better as they find each other on the ice more often. It looks like the Lakers are ready to go. Quinn Schubert's out there, already ready for the face-off. Our officiating crew looks appropriately aged. Not the youngest crew. Quinn. Over to Kylie. Up to Tessa Cohen. Tessa Cohen's been on fire this weekend, so let's see what we got here. Oop, tries to work it in. Kylie Wilson up to the side. There we go. Cohen gets it deep. Let's go. Let's get to work here. Great Lakes tries to work that breakout. Quinn throws it back down low. Tessa Cohen behind the net looking for the puck. Little battle for the puck. Ooh. Lands on Tessa's stick. Unfortunately, Great Lakes comes away with that one. They're trying to break up pass. Bray, who had a fantastic game earlier this morning, is out there again. Olive Witherspoon at center. Quinny sees the lane, chooses to take it. She's working into the zone. Quinn's ready to go. Nice blocker save by the Great Lakes goalie. Behind the net, wheeling. Maddie Strothman jumps onto the ice. Up to Cameron Carlson. Cameron Carlson making her way across the center ice. She tries to get it low. Unfortunately, Great Lakes is right there. Quinny backing up. Good defensive play. Good stick, Quinny. Cam Carlson fighting it out at the point, trying to get a hold of that puck. Great Lakes makes their way across. Ooh, shot. That's a goal. Okay, the Great Lakes are celebrating because they got their first shot goes in here. 23-25 left in the first half. The Lakers look like they would prefer if somebody had gotten a stick on that, but they're ready to go. I think it was Dr. Strothman earlier who said if you just score like 5 or 6 goals a game, you're likely to win. And I agree with that. So, injury update here early in the game. Harper Kuznia, who made her way up to Grand Forks here to join us only last night, missed last night's game due to a school commitment, is on the bench with her helmet on. Oh, that's a goal. Let's go. We'll get back to the injury update in a moment. I think that was Maddie Strothman, who is excitedly making her way past the goal. And you know what? Maddie Strothman earns every goal that kid gets. The amount of hustle you see out of Maddie Strothman is next level. Looks like the officials are anxious to get this going. You got Moose, Witherspoon, Boylan across the forward side. Back to the D. Oh. Peterson works it out. Boylan sees the little angle. Boylan decides to go. She's got the far side. She's got her speed. Working it. Tries to load up Annie in front. Not quite connecting on the pass there. Works it over to Olive. Olive tries to load up on the forehand. Instead, the Great Lakes comes away with it. They try to pass to get it going into the far end. No ice, they call. You can hear it from the top. Out to their point. Shot, blocked, love it. Another shot, knocked away. Ella Peterson working around the side. Annie Moose tries to chip it out. Unfortunately, Great Lakes does a great job pinching. Got Aura behind the net, running into some trouble. Now she's got Annie. There you go. Annie sees Boylan. Boylan decides, let's go. Just go around that kid. Fires it at the net. Good defense by the Great Lakes there. Boylan goes for a change. Out jumps. I think that's Cohen that jumped out on the ice. There we go. Yep, Cohen's there. Cohen, Witherspoon, and Moose now on our forward side. Witherspoon goes for a change. Back up to Cohen. Cohen and Bray. Cohen enters the zone. Takes a look. Ooh, lots of stick work by these Great Lakes players. Lots of stick work. Quinny in a foot race. She's got that one. Good job, Quinn. Quinn retreats behind her own net. Looks for a breakout pass. Gets it up the side to Cam Carson, who, gets probably a penalty coming there. When you're a little bit smaller, it's a little easier to draw those penalties. That was probably a penalty, but Cam also sold it in a way that only somebody a little bit smaller gets away with. Just to be clear, I fully support this. With a couple of daughters who play soccer, I think it's terrific when somebody sells a penalty. All right, Cam is also playing wing. It's a big ask here, guys. You say to somebody you're usually a defenseman, and why don't you jump up and play forward for a game? So hopefully Cam does a great job doing that. You got Tessa Cohen working around the far side. There we go, all alone. Made room for herself, got a great scoring opportunity there. Quinny shoots it just wide. She had to shoot that a little bit wide because there was a player in her way there. Cohen down in the corner. Finding space, making time. You got Bray chasing it down. Quinny works it back down low. Great job. Smart hockey play right there. Oop. Cohen behind the net. Almost gets a hold of that one. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the penalty or the power play for us. Great Lakes tries to get it out. Here we go. Bray works it back down low. There's that Tonka discipline displaying itself again. Great Lakes is trying to escape the zone. The Lakers are not letting them out. It's a 1-1 game with 20 minutes left in the first half. We had an official yell no, as though it was not going to be icing. But he might have been, no, you didn't touch it. It was unclear. On the front side, you got Strothman, Bailey, and Moose. Backside, Aura. Oh. That one's called dead by the official. At least it's not like this morning when he called it dead when they had too few players on the ice. We've got some camera interference happening here from an old friend. The Great Lakes has got an opportunity here. Great D, great decision. Andy moves, flings it over. Strothman in stride. Here we go. Strothy gets it down low. Strothy goes to chase that puck. Andy Moose is there to help. Chips it back to her friend, Mandy Strothman. Strothman behind the net, going to work. Out to the point. Boom, right at the net. Ooh, big rebound, almost there. Aura works it around. Andy says, let me make some space for myself. I'm going to stick handle this thing around. Ooh, big opportunity in front of the net. No dice there. Andy again tries to center that thing. Strothy's there in the corner. Strothy picks that up. Big body from the Great Lakes. RD goes to pinch. They just chip it out. Now it's a foot race back. We've got the advantage on the foot race. Using the net as you're supposed to. Nice chip out. Good D. Just getting back. Okay, Great Lakes is trying to make something happen over here. Working it over. There's an opportunity for us just to go. Somebody just chip it out of the zone. Out. Great Lakes knocks it back down low. Aura, she's out there. She's been fighting them a while. Great Lakes has got an opportunity here. Ooh, right through the legs. Cohen decides to chip it out. There it is. Boylan dangles, no dice. Gets worked down low. Great pass, attempted pass by Olive Witherspoon there. Boylan goes to chase it down. They get advantage, just getting their body in front. Battle along the sideboards here, near side. Call that a goal. Quick shot. Opportunity presented itself. Nora decided to shoot it towards the net. Goalie wasn't ready. Boom. Call it 2-1. 17:30 left in the first. We've got 5 shots on goal. They've got 1. The score is 2-1 with the Lakers in the lead. Olive Witherspoon at center. Cohen and Boylan on the outside. Boylan looks like she's jawing against the other side. She's a little bit like her dad. She'll get distracted with the chirping. Boylan in the corner. Sees Cohen. Tries to load her up. Goalie does a great job. The Great Lakes goalie jumped all over that. Good job, goalie. 17 left. Witherspoon in the corner, looking to make some room. Works it out to the point. Ella Peterson out of the point. Ooh! Great Lakes gets a stick on that. This kid looks like she knows how to skate hard and try to keep the puck on her stick. That gets chewed up. Witherspoon. Witherspoon flings it out of the zone. We got people chasing it. Boylan, get there. You got to get a stick on that. Going along the sideboards. Oh, Quinny loses her feet. It's right here in front of us. Penalty coming. Arms in the way when the arms go over the shoulders, it's typically an indicator that you might be risking a penalty. Okay, so we got a penalty to kill here. Number 36, Quinn Schubert, heads to the bench. It's a 4-on-5 for 2 minutes. 16 minutes and 38 seconds left. We try to work it out of the zone. Bray out to the point. It's a 2-1 game. Let's kill this penalty, guys. Great idea. Works it over to her defensive pair. She senses, I got room. Let's go. Works it up to Cam. I don't think that was an offside, but the official does, so... In this particular situation, there are no appeals. Also, a very dramatic indication of where the face-off is going to be. All right. Great Lakes. Cam gets that puck on her stick, chips it up. So one of the challenges if you're the Great Lakes honestly, this is a team that gets together a couple of times a year to play in a tournament. It's really difficult to be a team that can also run a really efficient power play. So hopefully we can take advantage of that here. When you don't play a lot together, it's hard to say go out there and run a power play that's effective. Great Lakes walking. Ooh, hits a post. Our goalie did a great job sealing up that near side post. The only option was to bounce it off the post. Now they're in the center. Long shot. Save. That's a goal. 2-2 with 15:30 left in the first frame. All right, 2-2 with 15:24 left. Annie Moose enters the zone. We didn't get an opportunity to kill off that penalty, so here we go. Annie Moose. Great battle. Bailey's there to almost grab it. That's a really chintzy penalty, but I guess we're going to be facing some penalties here. I think so. I think that was called. Weak penalty. But you know what? This is what the Great Lakes might need to keep in the game. Some officiating helping them out. All right, 2 minutes are remaining on this penalty. 15:10 in the first frame. It's a 2-2 game. Strothman on the faceoff. Good job. Strothman chips it out. Goes to work. Annie and Strothy are deciding who's going to chase the puck.
They got the wrong number.
Did they really?
Yeah, because it's on her sleeve. It's actually wrong on her jersey.
Oh, yeah, they got number 34 up on the penalty. It's wrong on her jersey, too? So I've just been informed that part of the reason that I might get confused about numbers, the Great Lakes fan base would like a penalty called anytime there's contact. And so that's what we're going to be dealing with throughout the remainder of this game, I think. Annie moves, makes her way in, walks around one, walks around another, almost a goal. I watched this Great Lakes goalie earlier today, and she did a phenomenal job in the game that I watched earlier. Ooh, somebody's got to step on that. So hopefully we don't end up with a goalie on fire here. Here we go, right on Olive Witherspoon's stick. She's going. Boylan's with her. Somebody go for the rebound. Got to be there for the rebound. And Great Lakes flings it out. Textbook power play there. Just get it out. Witherspoon, Boylan on our forwards. We got 32 seconds left to kill here, people. Let's make sure we kill the... No penalty called there. Olive Witherspoon's got the puck. Decides to bank it off. Good job just getting that clear. That's an offsides. Absolutely right call. But that's all right. With 6 seconds left on the power play, Great Lakes has yet to get organized. Bailey looks like she's ready to get out of the box anytime soon. And so far, for our listening crew, I've got 4 cheese pizzas, 2 pepperoni. I've got 2 Italian sausage, 1 veggie, and 1 deluxe. They're going to put that order in soon. Excellent puck movement. Ends up in the bench. All right, we're back to even strength. It's 2-2. 13:04 left in the first frame. Shots are 8-4. Bray on the faceoff. Just misses. Great job, Cohen, getting out there. Ooh, unlucky. Oh, great luck. Yep. Cohen over to Carlson. Carlson tries to dangle. Great Lakes chews that up. Peterson again, looking for a great pass. She does a great pass. Cohen works it down low. Out again. We got to regroup. Nothing doing. Good job. Cohen walks around one. She's got an opportunity, walks around another, flings it. Ooh, just off the goalie's face mask. Good opportunity to take a shot there. Bray working down low. Bray making space for herself. Works it around. Cycling to Cohen. Cohen comes up with the puck. Cohen's looking for an opportunity. Sees the D on the far side. Works that over. 1 dangle. 2 dangle. Good job just getting it low. Bray says, not on my watch, and that's a goal. Short side blocker shot. Just over the pad. Just under the blocker. That makes it 3-2 on 10 shots to 4 shots with 12 minutes remaining in the first frame. Again, the generous puck movement across all of our players it makes a big difference. You got Moose, Brown, and Strothy out there. Kylie and Quinny. They get it deep into our zone. Nice cross-ice pass. Annie. She sees some room. I just heard one of the parents shout, body, 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 body. That ultimately will result in some penalties. Annie shoots just over the net. Quinny activates, jumps into the play. Good job. Tries to get rid of it. Good job. Annie's there in the slot, creating some trouble. Annie out to the point. Quinny decides against shooting the puck. Good idea there. Strothy into the corner. Decides to dangle around a couple. Sees the point wide open. Quinny, long shot. There's a rebound. Annie tries to work that in. That's a goal. 4-2 now. They gave us a couple of shots there, and they gave us 1 goal. 11:05 left, 4-2. The Lakers are leading. You got Quinny, Kylie, Witherspoon, and Boylan with Cohen. Cohen grabs that after a scrum off the faceoff. Chips it towards the net. Goalie wisely jumps, throws a glove over that one. 10:54 left in the first frame. You got the same forwards out there, same D. Witherspoon tries to win that one. Kylie's out at the point. Swings it towards the net. Goalie gobbles that up again. 10:48 left here in the first half of this game. The shots are now 14-4. Lots of whistles. Witherspoon on the draw. Back to Boylan. Boylan leaves it for Kylie. Back down to Witherspoon. Witherspoon working out of the corner. Works it towards the net. We're chipping it around. Very quick whistle. I can see the puck from here. But the moment the official loses sight of the puck, they're supposed to blow that whistle. So that's the way things go. Witherspoon, Cohen, and Boylan remain on the front side. 15 shots to 4. 10:40 left. It looks like Nora's been called in to do the face-off. Witherspoon and Nora working on both off of the same person. Jetta works that down low. Cohen over to Boylan. Massive body in the way. Another attempt, Cohen. Boylan, Cohen behind the net. Cohen works it around to herself. She's looking to get a little space, trying to find a piece. She's got Boylan down low. Works instead towards the net. Tries to get a shot off, gets a shot off. It ends up on Witherspoon's stick behind the net. Witherspoon trying to work around. Witherspoon out. Nope. Ooh, that one just barely ekes out of the zone. All right, here we go. Aura's got it. Aura works it up to Witherspoon. Hit somebody in stride. There we go. Ooh. We try to work it in down low. Ooh, that's an offside. 9:44 left. 16-4 in the shots. 4-2 in the on the scoreboard. 9:44 left. All right. Cams on the front side with Strothman and Bray. Jett is back working out of our zone. Ooh, the Great Lakes comes up with that. Walks towards our goalie. Tries to work it over. Great job, Bray. Get over there. Player drags it past her with her feet. Strothman on the far side. Strothman sees Cam. There's a whistle there because it bounced off of one of the players. It's the right call. We're switching up our D, but we remain with Bray, Strothman, Carlson on the front side. We got Wilson and Peterson on the back side. Cam is working. I think we had a coach shout for a hook. Bray is there. Good defensive play by Bray. Kylie works it out, just exits the zone. Great job. Little scrum on the near side boards. Kylie, Bray, and Cam all working for it. Great Lakes comes up with it. They got a 2-on-2 coming in. Long shot, nothing. Our goalie says, not on my watch. Peterson working around. She's skating by everybody. And that's a goal, baby. That play started developing below our hash mark, and she just kept skating. That makes it 5-2 with 8:29 remaining in the first half. 16-7 on shots, 5-2. I think we could use a couple more goals. Then it would get to running time here in Grand Forks. And I think we got an opportunity at that. Work down low. You got Moose and Boylan. Moose knocks somebody over, but that's not a penalty. I'm sorry, that was just incidental contact, everybody. It's what happens when somebody that is strong on their skates meets somebody that is less strong on their skates. There we go. We got a lot of forwards here. Moose looking to load up. Works it over to Bailey. Bailey works it out to the point. Kylie shoots it just a little outside. Just a little. Again, we're trying to keep them in the zone. No dice. They got a little opportunity here. Watch out for that one. Good defensive play there. Great Lakes has got an opportunity or two. Annie Moose is in the corner, collecting it up. Trying to move it far across the ice. Annie Moose here. Near side, chips it down low. Our forwards go for a change. Looks like almost the entire team goes for a change. Right in the center of the slot. Ooh, opportunity. Cohen. Dealing. Wheeling. She's in the corner. Nice and slow. Everybody's chasing her. Still making space for herself. Works it around to Bray. Bray now doing the same thing. Out to Quinny. Quinny, long shot from the point. Big rebound. Bray again. Out to Quinny. Quinny. Long shot. Little tip there. Great job. Bray again. Bray's thinking, should we do it a third time? Decides against it. Tries to load up the front. Misses on that little pass, but still continues holding on to possession. We got Jetta out here at the point. The goalie looks around somebody and gets a stop. 19 shots to 6. 16 left in this half. Witherspoon, Cohen, Bray, Jetta, and Quinn on the backside. Witherspoon fights through some adversity there to hold on to the puck. Big scrum in the corner. That should still be an icing. And that is. There we go. All right, so we switched up our forwards, and now we've got Carlson, Bailey, and Strothman on the front side. You got Peterson and Ora on the back side. Bailey working around, looking for an opportunity, nice and patient. Sees the point. Point works it back down to her. She works it back out to the point. Ooh, gets a good shot. Zips it at the net again. Here we go. Peterson. Peterson zips it down low. Strothman's there. Strothman fighting for the buck. I think these kids have about 50 pounds on her. That's okay. Good breakout pass by the Great Lakes. Great Lakes works it in. Zips it around to Strothman. Strothman tries to chip it out. Usually body try to get by. Unfortunately, that doesn't get out. All right. Good look there. Decides against going towards the flow of the play. Strothman chips it forward. She wins the foot race. Zings it over towards the net. Oh, Cam was there. But a great defensive play by the Great Lakes player there. Knocked that aside. All in, all alone. Opportunity, another opportunity. There's an absolute scramble with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left, and the goalie lunges at the puck to cover that thing up, I think. Good job, goalie. 5-2, 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. We've got a little bit of change in personnel on the front side. Moose, Witherspoon, and Boylan are on the front side. On the back side, you got Schubert and Wilson. Olive Witherspoon likes to call a play. I think she just did that. Here's what I'm going to try to do. Be ready. It's down behind the net. They're working around. They're trying to do a quick breakout pass. Quinn works it back down to Boylan. Boylan trying to create some room for herself. Instead, just bounces off her stick. Now we got an odd man rush back the other direction. Great job, D. Holding on to that puck. Now she just leans against the wall. Somebody stepped in front of her. And now number 55 from the Great Lakes has got a little bit of a space that she's created for herself. Quinn zips it around the far side. Boylan there, trying to chip the pass. Witherspoon on a break. She's got a 3-on-1. She works it over to...
Oh, beautiful. Oh, my God.
Oh, right in front of the net. Probably should have been a call there. No call given. Great Lakes is on their way back. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half. Great defensive play again. Our D have done a good job shutting down their opportunities this half. I know there's been a couple of goals, but they've been... Boylan's got an opportunity here, working towards the net. Tries to fire, no dice. I think all of our forwards could use a change at this point. They've had a little bit of a track meet on this shift. All right, and they all go for a change. Now our forwards are looking like Cohen, Bray, and Cam. Ooh, good move by the Great Lakes person. You usually don't cut in front of the net, but that time it worked. Now they're working on the ice. They're looking for an opportunity. Nope. Oh boy, there's Cohen. Nope. Almost had an opportunity. Oh wow. Cohen, she's got to step on most of the team. Doesn't quite get it there. Ooh. Probably could have been a call there, but no call. I think they're going to let us play. We're working around behind the net. Cam back, working on D. Cam works their way forward. Dangles around everybody. I don't think it was offsides, but I'm not going to argue with the ref about that one. Here we go. Annie Moose has got the puck. Works it back over. We choose to work it down low. Just a little under 2 minutes left in this half. Okay. Great Lakes jumps on that. Works it down low. We go back to retrieve. Jeva's got it. Good job. Bailey works it over on the breakout pass to Maddie Strothman. Maddie Strothman collects that one. Looks for a way out of the zone. Great cross ice pass. I think that's going to be on net, so that can't be ice. 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Annie moves, working out of the corner. Works it out to her point. Bailey's wide open down low. Great job chipping it in. Ooh, that was a pretty play. 1 minute and 1 second left. The score is 5-2 in favor of the guest Lakers. It's the Lakers versus the Great Lakes here. Shots on goal, 22-8. We've got Boylan, Witherspoon, and I think that's Cohen on the far side, ready to go. Good back check. Witherspoon comes up with that one. Ooh, Witherspoon gets taken down. That's probably a penalty that doesn't get called in a 5-2 game. 40 seconds left in the game, or 40 seconds left in the period. Probably should have been a penalty. Let's just get out of this one with at least the score even. Cohen makes her way up, tries to work it over to Boylan, and then they unloaded at our coach. Hopefully everybody's okay. Our coaches didn't even seem phased for what it's worth. Okay, we remain with the same forwards. Witherspoon on the draw. Cohen and Boylan on the sides. Kylie and Peterson on the back. Peterson winds up. Boom! Big shot. Nice shot. 18 seconds left. 16 seconds left. Down to Boylan. Boylan in the corner. She's wheeling. Sees somebody on the far side. Peterson. Peterson flings it at the net. Goalie gobbles that one up too. Coach actually looks frustrated for the first time in a while. Nolan. Yeah. Maybe he would like to have a 4-goal lead heading in. Witherspoon chips it to herself, looks for an opportunity. Boylan behind the net, 4 seconds left. Tries to load up, going no dice. Good pass. And that's it for this half of Okay.
Remember this time.
Okay, so I think we're back for the second half here. The Great Lakes team went to the locker room and considered the errors of their ways. They're going to come out and they're going to try to move the puck more, get some more shots, and attempt to climb back into this game. Meanwhile, most of the dads on our side are hoping that we get at least 3 more goals so that we end up in running time and get back in time for pizza, which is supposed to be delivered in 1 hour and 5 minutes. The shots right now are 24-8. The score is 5-2. We're beginning the second half of this game with 25 minutes on the clock. The officials are ready to go. The goalies look ready to go. Strothman, Bray, Carlson on the front side. Aura and Ella Peterson on the backside. Ella gathers, works around the net. Smooth breakout pass. Over to Strothy. Strothy, Bray. Strothy tries to get it out. Great job. Cam just chips it up to Strothy. Strothy gathers, works across the red line. She's entering the zone. Nice dangle. 1, 2, 3 dangles. That's some OS training right there. I know she doesn't do S, but that looks like OS training. All right, number 32, Cam, almost gets tripped up. Instead, dangles around 2. Sees her partner on the backside, almost makes the pass. Ella Peterson out at the point. Works it down. It gets worked back. She's got time. She sees Bray. Bray chips it down low. Good job. Strothman's there. Strothman flings it to the front of the net. No dice. Cam's tangled up with somebody. Keeps tangling. Bray activates. She's on the far side. Peterson keeps this puck down low. Cameron goes for a change. All right. Great Lakes has got numbers for just a moment. They try to get their breakout organized. Annie Moose comes in like a juggernaut. Strothy gets to that red line. No ice. Moose. Moose is in all alone because the rest of the team is changing. Moose battling against 3 Great Lakers. Ooh, far side. That was a lucky chip. But it works. Here we go. All right. Bailey's back there. No problem. We collect. Zings it around the boards. Boylan decides I'm going to dangle around you. That's a hook. Not called. No call on the hook. When it slows you down, it is a hook. Or changes your momentum, it is a hook. Okay, so we may or may not make it the whole game, ladies and gentlemen. Can you turn down your... Then just swipe. And then do this. So we're at 10% on the iPad. So ladies and gentlemen, if the game feed cuts out at some point, it's due to iPad overuse today. Great Lakes, around the net, creating some trouble. I don't like the look of this. Ooh, it looks like they got caught up on a wet puck back there. Wet puck behind the net. It's hard as a forward when you're running through puddles. So I feel for the Great Lakes kids here. Boylan chips it out. Moose tries to load up Boylan. No dice. Great Lakes gets that one back down low. Quinney retreats to pick it up. Quinney dangles around 1. Tries to chip it out. Boylan instead. Boylan keeps moving. Works around 1 kid. She takes a shot. I see her adjusting her elbow. She decides to retreat to the bench. Now she's on the back check instead. It's a 3v1. She should just head to the bench. Big opportunity for the Great Lakes. Tessa Cohen has got the puck, working across. Bray is out there helping. Tessa tries to walk through a few. No dice. We work it down smoothly into the zone. Cohen trying to dangle. That was a good idea there. I think we got Witherspoon, Cohen, and Bray out on the ice. Great Lakes is getting some opportunities here. 21 minutes and 12 seconds left. There's an offside call, which was legitimate. Our power is now probably at 9% on the iPad. 25 shots to 9. Witherspoon on the draw. Witherspoon chips it forward smoothly. Cohen works around one, works around another. Tries to chip it towards the net. Knocked aside by their goalie. Great Lakes comes up with that rebound. Instant solo breakout. Works around 2 defenders. It ends up on somebody else's stick. Our defenders do a good job knocking that aside. Here we go. Jetta enters the zone, flings it at the net. No dice. Somebody's got the point covered, I hope. All right. We're back out of the zone. Wilson over to Carlson. Carlson tries to work it down low. No luck. One Great Lakes player, all alone. The rest of the Great Lakes is changing. Oh, Bailey was wide open. We just missed on that connection. I don't think that should have been an ice, but
I can switch to my phone if this dies.
okay. Dan Moose informs us that he can switch to the phone if it dies. Dr. Strothman, the executive director of this production, who does not want to be referred to as the executive director of this production. He's like, no. The play is called dead for reasons that will remain unknown. Bailey is told, you're cheating on the face-off. Cam comes in. Ooh. Good. Nice play, Strothman, to work that out of the zone. Long cross-ice pass by the Great Lakes. Flips it towards the net. It's covered up. 5-2, 19:58 left. Shots are 25-9. Looks like lots of our players are standing up still, ready to go. Harper Kuznia. I started talking about this in the first half. Harper Kuznia came up for one game, pulled a muscle in that first game, and is just wearing her helmet and her jacket at this point. That's tough. Not having Harper Kuznia is a tough thing for this team. If there's a kid that is synonymous with hard work and playing as a teammate, it's Harper Kuznia. Long shot up in the air. Maddie tries to bat it in with a glove. Cross ice pass. Cam sees it. D wide open. Works it down low to Bailey. Bailey's there. Bailey tries to ring around the net. Cam gets it again. Cam walking. Another opportunity to feed that point. Ooh, it ends up on Bailey's stick. Ooh, almost in. Now it's underneath Bailey. Here we go. We're going to regroup again. Bailey's got to get out of the zone. She does successfully. Good job loading it up. Strothman on the near side. Strothman enters the zone, works it over. Oosh! Almost an opportunity. Witherspoon jumps into the play. Flying around. Witherspoon, Cam, both great in trouble. Oh, it sounds like their coach is now expressly saying, go, 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 go. So it feels a lot like they have decided, let's let somebody fly from the zone. It's not a stupid decision if you need a goal or two to get your team going. But once it becomes transparent, it's going to be a 5-on-4 in our zone. Boylan tries to get a handle on that, misses. Tries to work it back down low. Chips it over to Annie. Annie looks, fires. She had 2 of those today. Good job by the goalie there. Annie Moose comes up with that puck. Works it over to Boylan. Boylan tries to load up Witherspoon. Almost there. They get it cleared. Quinny's back to clear that up. Quinny sees the lane, goes for it. Shoot that puck, Quinny. They get a little stick on it. Witherspoon in the corner now. Walking out. Sees the opportunity. Scores the goal. That makes it 6-2 with 17:40 left in the second half. There's some good puck movement. We had the kids moving the puck around, and there was somebody down in the corner. I think that got zipped over to Witherspoon, who realized to have a little bit of a lane, walked towards the net, and decided I'm going to backhand that in. Looks like coach is providing some fist bumps for good offensive pressure. And I think Quinny deserves some credit for keeping that puck in, if I remember correctly. All right, little weird carom off the wall. Great Lakes has got an opportunity. 6-2. Whoosh. Don't like that look. Great Lakes here, trying to go to work. They're down 6-2 with 17 minutes and 17 seconds left. Fire at our goal. No dice. Cohen comes up with that rebound. Cohen, she's got speed. She's got the defense turned around. Dangles through one, fights through another. Finally, we get a call.
That might be a penalty shot. That is a penalty
It's
shot.
penalty shot. Penalty shot coming. This is the most exciting thing we've had in the game. Penalty shot coming. Now, for those of you that play Xbox and NHL 25, there's a lot of penalty shots called. Is this going to be the players got to get out of the way? Our players are accustomed to the OS style penalty shot. Yeah. And now they're told, no, we're going to do this traditional. Tessa Cohen with the opportunity here. 6-2 lead. Here we go. She's taking her time as she enters the zone. Trying to make that goalie move. Oh, just right. Lots of patience there. The goalie just ready her out. Tessa did the right thing there, moving side to side as she entered the zone. Had a good opportunity. The goalie just played it well. All right. Cohen, Bray, Carlson, Peterson, and Ora on the other side. Ooh, weird bouncy puck. Great Lakes comes up with that. It's a 1-on-5. Good job, D. Peterson comes up with that. Gets knocked back into our zone. We gather. 6-2 with 16:41 left in the period. Bray, good breakout pass to Carlson. Carlson works it up to Cohen. Cohen enters the zone. She's thinking, I deserve one. Oh, just over the top of the net. She deserved one on that one. Here we go again. Cohen dangles around one. Makes room for herself. Works it out to the point. Peterson tries to work it back. Oh, Great Lakes player in the way. Bailey has now jumped on the ice. Bailey's playing a little defense. Looks to work it up. Chips it forward. Great. Oh, here's an opportunity. Good job, Cohen, reaching in and just slapping that puck forward. Through the skates. Quinny knocks it back down. That's an offsides call. It might be the center of the ice. I think Quinny just didn't have an angle to see that some of her players were still pretty deep in the zone. You got Bailey Brown, Maddie Strothman, and Annie Moose out there. Pretty close to red hair on each of them. Quinn Schubert also makes it a red-headed line. I was a redhead before it all went gray, so I have a deep appreciation for redheaded kids. Here we go, Bailey. Bailey loads up Strothman. Strothman almost gets to that. That's offsides. 15:34 left. We're also racing the clock on the pizzas. We've got 51 minutes to get back to the hotel. Bailey on the draw. Strothy comes up with that. Fights through one, fights through another. Bouncy puck. Right on Bailey's stick. Ooh! Nice save by the goalie there. Keep that puck in. Oh, too bad. Quinny's back together. Quinny sees a lane. Chips it forward. Clean. Strothman leaves it. Yep, body's flying all over. Nice pass. Bailey heads to the bench, moves, heads to the bench too. Witherspoon and Boylan jump out. Quinney tries to jump on that one. We got the entire Laker team walking backward. That's an icing. That's right. Let's get organized. Boylan, Witherspoon, Cohen. Got the Edina line out there. Jetta knocks that back down into the zone. Cohen works it down low. Witherspoon goes to work. Witherspoon loads up Boylan. Ooh, good job by the Great Lakes being right there to create some D. Works it out of the zone immediately. Watch that far side. With the changing personnel, some of our kids are trying to remember which position they're playing as they're out there, which doesn't seem that significant until you play a hockey game and you realize, oh wow, it really does matter where I'm, what position I'm supposed to be playing. Witherspoon's got it on the near side. You can hear their coaches coaching spread out some. Warriors kicking at people. Cohen works it in. Goalie wisely covers that one up. 13:39 left in the second half. 6-2 game. All right, we change up our forwards. We got Strathy, Bray, Carlson, backed up by Peterson and Wilson. $13:30 left in this game. Ooh, we got a little tangled up. They got an opportunity here. Good job getting clear. 13:17 left. Bray on the face-off. Same set of kids out there. Out to the point for Great Lakes. Long shot. Good clear. That's going to clear. Not quite textbook there, but we'll take it. Kylie achieves the red line. Enters the zone. Thinks about shooting. Nice shot. Nice hard, low shot. Forced the goalie into that rebound. Strathy picks that up. Fires over the net. Peterson's pinching hard. Ooh, that one just sneaks out of the zone. Now we're clear to enter the zone again. Carlson, she's got some room. Tries to work it around. Strathy's there to help out. That gets chipped back down low. Bray gives chase. Carlson gives chase. Keep that thing in. Just out of the zone. Bray. Back to Peterson. Peterson sees the lane. The rest of the team is kind of trying to accomplish a change. Peterson's in there all alone. Keeps fighting. Came up with their own careening puck there. Bailey's there. And now the Great Lakes kid gets it deep. Quinn's back. Quinn's got some room, so she decides to skate it. Ends up on Bailey's stick after a little bit of interference. Bailey tries to dangle in. Annie moves. Comes up with that one. It's turning into a little bit less of an organized game as things go on here. Zinging around. Quinn keeps that one in. Annie tries to keep that one in, and that's just tossed down for an icing. 11 minutes and 21 seconds remain. The shots are now 29-13. I think the O-zone possession has been clearly in our favor. Bailey on the draw. The scrum in front. Somehow Great Lakes comes up with it. Still have an opportunity there. Big bodies flying around. Looks like there's a penalty coming. Penalty coming. I think it's on the Great Lakes. Yep, our players look like they know that they're going down to the offensive zone. We got forwards changing, so we got Witherspoon, Cohen, and Bray coming out. On defense, we've got Peterson and Aura. Witherspoon's calling her play. I'm pretty sure she's going to try to draw it back. This direction right here towards the camera. Good. Cohen, thanks. It's good. On a power play, keep that possession. She walks. Tries to load up her friend, Olive Witherspoon down in the corner. Witherspoon realizes I got some space. Ooh, Witherspoon. Trips backward. Puck is left for the D. Works back to Cohen. Cohen circling. Looking for her opportunity. Sees the give and go opportunity. Ooh! Witherspoon zings that right through the crease. We're tangled up in the corner. Great Lakes comes up with that. Bray, good job. Bray enters the zone. Tries to keep possession. Just spins off of her stick a little bit. Less than 10 minutes remain in this contest. Ooh, that's not going to be ice. Good job. Shaking off one person. Oop. Great Lakes comes up with that, though. Oh. I think we got some tired forwards out there after a minute and 20 or so of this power play. Hopefully we can get a whistle. Great Lakes is burning some clock here. Peterson comes up with that one. Peterson's got Cohen streaking. Oh, they intercept that pass. Speaking of intercepting passes, that was a great job. Olive Witherspoon fighting that one off. Bray. There we go. Here's a break. 10 seconds left on the power play. Bray dangling, tries to get it over. A couple of our forwards get a change. Bailey's now out there. Quinny on the point here. Gets worked up the sideboards again. Bailey activates, gets it out to Quinn. Quinn fires. Cohen in the corner, trying to make room for herself. Dangles around a few people. Now it's just going to be a foot race. Cam is back there. 8.5 minutes remain now. Cam fires that one. Goalie gloves it. Strathy in the corner all alone. She's got the puck. She's working her way around. She's looking for an outlet pass. Unselfish Maddie Strathman. That kid always is looking for the pass. Great shot. I thought it was going to go over the shoulder and in. Didn't. Somehow Great Lakes comes up with that and gets the puck on net. No icing. For those of us anxious about whether or not we're going to get back to the hotel in time for pizza, that was a great play. It gets down again. This time, Quinny knocks it out of the air. Nice job. Hand-eye coordination on display. Thinks about loading it up. She's behind the net now. And that one gets loose. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left. Oh, no. Great Lakes gets a hold of that one. Here we go. We're getting a little organized. Oh, wow. Back door is wide open. Quinn decides to just get that puck out and around. It's over to Strothman. Strothman. Quinn, again, good job with her feet. Cam achieves that red line, decides I'm just getting it deep. And there's an icing. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left. The score is 6-2. Shots on goal are 32-14. Boylan dangles around a few, tries to load up Witherspoon in front, bounces off a skate. The Great Lakes are coming back. They're making their way down the ice. Our defense doing a good job. Ooh, little strong on the stick there. Moves. Fires it up to Boylan. Boylan tries to make something happen there. No luck. And he's got it again. Gets knocked back into our zone. Cross ice pass. Boylan. Boylan sees Witherspoon. Witherspoon tries to keep it. Oop. Just a little off on the passes here with 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game. Great Lakes enters the zone. I don't think that was offsides. I'm obviously rooting for the Lakers here, but I don't think that should have been called. Witherspoon, Boylan, creating a plan. Yeah, that was pretty aggressive, right? 6 minutes and 1 second left here in the second half. Good tie up. Ooh, just jumps over Jenna's stick. Over the net. That's loose. Wow. Great Lakes has got it back down in our end here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Boylan along the sideboards. Chips it up to Witherspoon. Witherspoon hits the gas. Witherspoon looking for an angle. No penalty called there. Witherspoon raises her hand like, are you serious? Boylan decides, if we're just going to play, I'll play. And he moves, accidentally hits someone in the head. I don't think there's any calls that are appropriate on that play at all. It turns out that it was incidental contact, and one player defending it moved Annie's hands upward, which caused the stick to swing around and hit the goalie in the head. Olive Witherspoon got knocked down, but that probably wasn't a penalty either in the corner. And with 5 minutes left, it's probably appropriate to let him play. Scrum in the corner here. Cam Carlson's working hard to try to get that puck out of there. Bray's helping her. Bray chases it down. Here we go. Up to the sideboard. Trying to create a goal. It's going to be tough. Is she going to hook up her teammate? Good idea. Nice pass by Great Lakes, but no dice there. Great job on the back check. Comes up with that puck. Tries to load up Cam. Far side of the rink. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the period. Opportunity for Great Lakes. Just a little wide. We're getting towards the back half of the second game of the day for all these girls. There's a lot of hockey. All right. Annie moves. Strothman. Bailey out there. Lucky. Let's get it out of there. Chip down low. Pick him up with that one. Let's go. Achieve that red line. Get it deep. Good job. 4 minutes left in this game. It's 33 shots to 17 shots. Annie moves, covering the point, gets an opportunity to grab that one, works it down low, trying to work it outside. Out to Quinny at the point. Quinny fires. Nice save by the goalie. Great Lakes gets organized. Quinny's back. It looks like Bailey's on the draw. Bailey's going to try to bring it back to Quinny. She does. Ooh, Great Lakes tries to get out of the zone. They do. Annie's back to back check. Great job. Annie's strong in her stick today. Annie keeps fighting, trying to. Ooh, little interference there. Annie comes up with that one behind the net. Tries to dangle around. It's there. It's out in front. Ooh, just popped out. There goes the Great Lakes trying to get down their rink. Little holding, clutching there. I got away with it. Two minutes and 54 seconds left here. Witherspoon on the draw. Great Lakes takes a hold of that one. Peterson's knocking away all of Witherspoon, working behind the net, watching it carefully. Witherspoon tries to get out of the zone. Great Lakes working back down low. Cohen's got a foot race on her hands. She's pretty quick, ladies and gentlemen. Cohen on the net. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Boylan's in by that one. It's kept in. Ooh. We're back to a track meet sort of game. We're going to race up and down the rink. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the game. Behind our net, gathers smoothly. Try to pick off a pass here. Yeah, that's tough. Whole rink available. Boylan fighting past one. Looking for a pass. Spin olive skates. Cohen comes up with it. Oh, good save, goalie. That was a bang, bang, bang play right there. And the goalie was all over it. Our forwards are going to swap out. Our girls look like they're ready for pizza. One minute, 25 seconds remaining. Carlson weaves, gets it out. Quinny up the sideboards. Bray's got it. Nice pass. Nice look. Little seam pass. Strothman enters the zone. Strothman, burning clock. We're under 1 minute here. 55 seconds remain. Ooh, Bray. Bray deserves one here. She's played a great game. Oh, the Great Lakes are on back. They've got odd man rush, 3-2. Good job, Quinn. Keeping that to to a low probability chance. 31 seconds remain. Bailey, Moose, and Boylan jump out. 31 seconds remain in the game. Our goalie play has been very strong. Boylan goes over to pick that one out of the corner. Realizes it's a little tough to handle. Penalty called. That one looks like it should have been a penalty. I think that some of the folks nearby don't appreciate the commentating. It looks like number 24, Bailey Brown, is headed to the sin bin for the last 16.4 seconds of this game. Well deserved, I might add. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was probably a penalty. Let's get out of this game without anybody getting hurt. 13.5 seconds remain. They add another shot to the mix. 21 shots to 36 shots. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Good job. Norm Boylan on the face-off took an older brother shot or older sister shot to the face. 9 seconds remain. It's now an offensive zone face-off. Nobody get hurt. That's all we really care about. Don't get hurt. Annie moves, battling down there, and the game is over.